Hi guys, so I'm Quinn Ledoux and I'm going to be doing the 2018 Spring Advantage College Program for Disney World. I'm super excited and I'm sorry it took me so long to start vlogging. I wasn't sure if I wanted to because I'll be living a new lifestyle and won't sure if I have time for it and just didn't want this to be an added stress. But I decided to do it because, yeah. So, so in this video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I got into the Disney College Program and a little bit about myself so you guys get to know me a little bit. So first off, like I said before, my name is Quinn Ledoux. I am a dancer, singer, and actor. I've been performing my whole life since I was like 3 years old. Can't even like remember the first show I did. I've been dancing competition, dance team for high schools, and currently dancing in my college, teaching classes, and choreographing musicals. But yeah, all that has to stop because I'm going to Disney World and being a character performer. But yeah, that was just a little bit about me. Also, I'm super outgoing. I don't know, awkward, I guess, as you can tell. But yeah, I'm so excited to start the Disney College Program, and let's get started on my story of how it all began. So how I got started in the college program is pretty funny. I went over to my cousin's house one day, and she's like, guess what? I just applied for the college program. You should totally do it too, because it'd be awesome if we did it together. And I was like, okay. She hadn't even got accepted at this point. She just applied for it. So I was at her house, and she helped me fill out my application and all that stuff. And I wasn't really expecting much from it. I was just kind of like, oh, didn't even tell my mom I applied for it or anything. Like, it was just kind of like a, why not? What's the hurt in it? And that same night, I got my web-based interview and my email for a phone-based interview, which was pretty cool because my cousin, she had applied about a few weeks before I did, and she still hadn't gotten any of that stuff. She was kind of pissed, but she was so happy for me, and I'm thankful that my cousin is Sydney Davis. I'm pretty sure she has a blog too, or vlog, sorry. But yeah, she's the one who got me started in it, and I got accepted about 2 days after my phone interview, and so that was pretty exciting. I didn't really have to wait for much. I still never told my mom at that point that I had gotten accepted, and I got my acceptance email. I didn't believe it was real. I honestly didn't. And I was like, so I called my mom. I was like, hey mom, I'm going to Disney World and I'm going to be working there. And she was like, what? How? And I was like, she's like, are you sure? Are you serious? Is that real? And I was like, yeah, it's real, mom. And she was like, oh my God, congratulations. And she was like freaking out and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, it kind of took her by surprise. Don't get me wrong, she's more than excited for me, but it was pretty cool. So after I found out I already had gotten accepted, I got accepted into quick service food and beverage, which was pretty cool, but I mean, I'm not a really big fan of working at fast food or quick service food. I worked at Jack in the Box for about 8 months, and it was probably the worst 8 months of my life. Currently, I work at a trampoline park, which is awesome. I love my job, love my coworkers, and honestly, that's going to be one of the things I miss the most when I go to Florida. They've already told me I can come back whenever I want, so that's always good. But yeah, so I kind of was like, oh, cool, like, I get to work at Disney World. I didn't really care where I worked, to be honest. I could be custodial and still be super happy. But my cousin was like, hey, Quinn, I'm going to fly out to Texas, and I'm going to go to the audition. You should come with me. And I was like, Texas? I live in California, by the way, so this is, like, really far, and I've never really flown except when I was like 3 years old, and I don't remember it. So it was kind of a shocking, like, Texas and go to an audition for Disney World. Like, I'm not even good enough in my beliefs or I never thought I was good enough to be a Disney performer, even though I have been doing it my whole life. But I was like, okay, why not? If not, it's just an experience. It'd be cool to audition for Disney and at least like say I've done it and stuff like that. And it'll just be a cool overall experience. And I was like, okay, why not? Let's go. So we flew out to Texas and auditioned for the Disney College Program character performer section. and I ended up getting all the way through, which was really exciting, and so did she. And they had told us they're going to email us in about 2 weeks if we got accepted to the character performer. And they did not do it within 2 weeks. It was like more like a month. So I didn't think I got it, but I also didn't see anyone posting about it or like any of that stuff on Facebook. So I wasn't sure if anyone had gotten the email yet. And then I remember I was home alone when I got my acceptance email for the character performer. I was just chilling there, and I got a, "Congratulations, you have been accepted to Walt Disney World." And I was like, that's weird. I've already gotten one of those. Like, totally wasn't thinking anything of character performer at that moment. And so I called my cousin. I was like, "Hey, did you get one of these emails?" She was like, "Yeah, that's weird." And so she opened it up, and I couldn't get logged into my dorm's account. So I was like, freaking out because I was like, what if it is, and I like don't know, and this and that. So I asked her to check her dorm's account to see if her role got changed, and it did. And so then I started freaking out, and she started crying on the phone. She couldn't even talk anymore. I was like, does that mean you got accepted to a character performer? And she like was just crying, and I couldn't like hear her or anything. And so I checked my dorms eventually and got signed in and realized I got character performer, and then I got super excited. Yes, I did cry a little bit. I'm not an emotional person, so that's weird for me. But yeah, I started crying, and then I called my mom, and my mom was like freaking out. She was like at work, and she was like all excited. She told all her coworkers, and it was so cute. But yeah, so I got so excited, as anyone would. So now I'm going to be a character performer at Disney World. So thank you guys for being patient with me on this video. That was an awkward hair toss. I'm sorry. But this is my first time videotaping myself or vlogging or doing anything like this. I promise things will get better. So if you guys hit the subscribe button, try to get better at this. And you guys can follow me along on my DCP adventure. Right now I'm going to do a little montage of my Disneyland trips. I do live at Disneyland, basically. I always joke about that, and now I'm going to be going to Disney World. I've never been to Disney World, by the way. But I go to Disneyland almost every single weekend with me and my boyfriend. We both had season passes. It's super exciting. So I'll just share, guys, a few of my favorite moments of my trips at Disneyland.